On 13, new video shows the moment a mother used her own daughter as a human shield during a police standoff.
The 14-year-old girl's mother's now behind bars, and tonight, a deputy who was able to help save the child's life is speaking out. Reporter Micah Hatfield joins us live with surveillance video that shows the harrowing moments, Micah.
Gina and Eric, certainly this was a very intense situation. I was able to speak to one of the deputies who was on scene today, and she told me that Tanisha Henry got out of the car and pretty much immediately put this young woman in a headlock. Herself and the other deputies on scene didn't know who that person was at the time.
At that point, I 100% believed that we had a hostage situation.
Not just a hostage, but a teen girl being used as a first line of defense against police. It wasn't the first time last Thursday night that law enforcement says Tanisha Henry, a theft suspect, put her daughter in harm's way. She led them on a more than 25-mile chase with speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour.
At a point, she did end up exiting and going the wrong way.
And ended in a strip center parking lot on Cullen just off the Beltway when her car ran out of gas. That's according to the Precinct 8 Constable's office. Nearby surveillance captured Henry exit the car, approach the passenger side, and pull her daughter out of the car.
So essentially, she had grabbed her and put the passenger's neck in between her bicep and her forearm area and was pulling on her in that manner.
Precinct 8 Deputy A. Peters distinctly remembers Henry's next statements.
There were points that she said, shoot me, shoot us.
At the time, Peters says they didn't know the person being used as a pawn was Henry's 14-year-old daughter, but determined to end it peacefully, the many deputies on scene were able to surround Henry while Peters got into position and tased her. The woman's upset daughter, who was begging her to stop, was not hit.
The nerves are there, obviously. It was an emotional situation.
Henry was cuffed and taken to jail. A search of the car turned up debit and credit cards, social security cards, health insurance cards, and driver's licenses that law enforcement say were not issued to Henry. Peters is grateful that the situation ended like it did.
Not only do we want to go home, we want to make sure everybody else goes home.
The teen girl was released to a grandparent. Her mother remains behind bars. In downtown, Micah Hatfield, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
In a shocking incident that sent shivers through the Houston area on July 20, 2023, a high-speed police chase turned into a harrowing standoff involving a desperate mother and her teenage daughter. Tanisha Selena Henry, a 35-year-old woman from Missouri City, led law enforcement on a perilous 25-mile pursuit that reached speeds of up to 100 miles per hour. However, it was her actions at the end of the chase that left authorities and the public in disbelief. The chaotic events began when authorities received a call for assistance from the Webster Police Department. At around 8:58 p.m., Precinct 8 deputies from Constable Phil Sandlin's office responded to the call, and Deputy A. Peters intercepted the ongoing pursuit on Bay Area Boulevard. As the chase escalated, Deputy Peters maneuvered her way to the forefront and took over as the lead unit. The suspect's vehicle, driven by Tanisha Selena Henry, weaved recklessly through traffic, making dangerous lane changes and even driving against oncoming traffic. The chase pushed the limits of danger, reaching speeds that posed a serious threat to all those on the road. But as the pursuit neared its end in the 14400 block of Cullen Boulevard, no one could have anticipated the shocking turn of events that was about to unfold. As the suspect's vehicle came to a halt, responding deputies conducted a felony stop, ordering Henry to surrender. Instead, Henry took a terrifying and desperate approach. Ignoring the officer's commands, she forcibly removed her own 14-year-old daughter from the vehicle and placed the terrified girl in a chokehold, positioning her as a human shield. In a surreal and chilling scene, Henry began shouting at the officers, demanding them to shoot her and her daughter. The situation rapidly escalated, and law enforcement officers found themselves facing what they believed to be a hostage crisis. The stakes couldn't have been higher as they had to navigate a delicate balance between subduing the suspect and ensuring the safety of the innocent child. Deputy A. Peters, displaying remarkable courage and quick thinking, managed to maneuver herself into a strategic position behind Henry. With a split-second decision, she deployed her taser, incapacitating the suspect without causing harm to the young girl. The tense standoff came to an end, and Tanisha Selena Henry was apprehended. Upon further investigation, authorities discovered that Henry had been in possession of a disturbing array of stolen items, including multiple pieces of identifying information such as driver's licenses, security licenses, credit/debit cards, and even social security cards. The discovery shed light on Henry's alleged involvement in identity theft and fraudulent use of these stolen items. The aftermath of the harrowing incident resulted in a litany of charges against Taneska Selena Henry. The Harris County District Attorney's Office accepted felony charges for evading arrest/detention with a vehicle, endangering a child, and fraudulent use/possession of identifying information. Henry now faces the legal consequences of her reckless actions. The shocking events of that fateful day serve as a stark reminder of the lengths some individuals are willing to go to evade law enforcement and the impact it can have on innocent lives. The heroic actions of law enforcement officers like Deputy A. Peters highlight the dedication and professionalism they bring to their duty, even in the face of the most challenging and dangerous circumstances. As the case proceeds through the legal system, it stands as a cautionary tale of the consequences that can arise when desperation drives individuals to put their own loved ones at risk.